Hello and welcome to our meditation session. First of all, make sure you're sitting comfortably. Obviously, if you want to lie down, that's lovely. You can lie down on a bed or on a yoga mat or a soft rug or a blanket, just somewhere warm and comfortable. But most people, I expect, will be in a chair. So make sure your feet are flat on the floor. Make sure your arms and hands are in a comfortable position. Doesn't really matter how you have them, just as long as it's comfortable for you. And make sure that your head is supported, whether you're lying down or sitting. So the first thing I'm going to ask us to do is just to close our eyes and take a very deep breath. When you think you've breathed in as much as you can, breathe in a bit more, and then a bit more, and then a bit more. Hold it for a second, and then let it out. If you're on your own, you can be as noisy as you like. Then do that one more time. Breathe in extraordinarily deeply, really as deeply as you can. Hold it for a second and then let it go. Okay. So, if you can close your eyes, if you haven't before, or just keep them closed, the next thing to do is to imagine yourself somewhere that you love to be. Somewhere outside, preferably. So it might be in a garden or a park. Might be somewhere you go all the time or somewhere you've only been once. Might be by the sea or in the mountains or the hills or the forest. Somewhere outside where you can imagine that you can feel the sun on your face. And remember a time when you absolutely loved being in this place, wherever it is. The next thing we're going to do is do a little bit of breathing in terms of breathing exercises, just to help relax. Breathing exercises, whenever you do them, can help you relax. So the first one we're going to do is we're going to do some square breathing, which is where you breathe in, you hold, you breathe out, you hold. So it's like the four sides of a square. We're going to do it for a minute, and the count is as many seconds as is comfortable for you. So it might just be a couple of seconds breathe in, couple of seconds hold, couple of seconds breathe out, couple of seconds hold and repeat, or it might be up to 5 or 6. So we're just going to do that for a minute then, and I'll count it for you. You don't need to worry about timings. So start, breathe in, hold, breathe out, hold, 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 breathe in, hold, go. And your breath now, just let it return to natural breathing. But what I'd like you to do is think about that breath. As you breathe in, it's cooler in your nostrils, and as you breathe out, it's warmer. As you breathe in, the air is filling your lungs, going right to the very tips of every branch as your lungs branch again and again and again, going down to tiny, tiny points. And as you breathe in, breathe deeply and see if you can imagine that new air going right the way down to the very tips of every branch in your lungs. And the next time you breathe in, see if you can feel your ribs expanding. Think about the feeling of them moving out and moving in. And when you breathe in, try and imagine your breath going into your back ribs and your side ribs and your chest and your upper chest, and really filling your lungs. And what you're filling your lungs with when you breathe in is new, nutrient, fresh air. And when you breathe out, it's all the stuff you don't need anymore. So breathe in with the new and out with what you don't need anymore. And what we're going to do with our breath is we're going to imagine that when we're breathing out not just air that we don't want anymore, but stresses and anxieties and feelings that we don't want anymore. So as you breathe out, I want you to imagine that that breath is carrying away with it all the toxic things you don't want anymore, as if it was just some sort of smoke blown away on the wind. So in with the bright, sunshiny, light air, and out with the smoky, dark, unwanted things. Keep breathing deeply and imagining the light, bright, new air filling your lungs, crossing through into your bloodstream, rushing round your body as your heart pumps that new, red, bright blood to every organ, giving you fresh, new nutrients with every heartbeat. And with every heartbeat, helping you stay as well as your body can be. So now what we're going to do is we're going to concentrate on relaxing. We're full of new, clean, sunshine-filled, fresh air. That imaginary place. If it's a beach, you're on your own and it's soft sand and warm sea. Maybe it's on a mountainside and you can see some snow in the distance. Maybe you're in a meadow and you can hear the grass rustling and the birds singing. Maybe you're in your garden and you can smell the flowers and hear the bees humming. But everywhere you're warm and you're safe and you're happy. So first of all, let's start with our toes. I want you to imagine feeling your big toe relaxing. Just your big toe on both feet. Just feel it relax. Then feel your second toe and your other toes relaxing. Our toes work very hard to keep us balanced. So this is their opportunity just to stop work, take some time, and encourage the rest of your feet. All the bones and tendons and muscles, all the way up your foot, the rest of your foot. All of that complicated machinery inside your feet and your toes, tiny, tiny little bones, masses of nerve endings. Just relax. Your feet carry you around all day, every day. This is yet their chance to relax and rest. So all those tiny parts are softening and relaxing, and it's almost like you can feel them tingling and warming. And that feeling is going to spread up into your ankles. You're going to feel the joint of your ankles relaxing as every muscle that works into that joint softens and relaxes down. So your feet and your toes and your ankles are warm and relaxed. And we're going to move up your legs into your calf muscles. Let them go, let them melt. Let your shin bones feel soft and supported and held. Feel the muscles surrounding them relaxing. Feel the tendons and the fascia softening and letting go. And that lovely, warm, tingling, relaxing feeling is spreading up into your knees now. Complicated things, knees. They do a lot of hard work. It's a point where a lot of weight is borne. So take this moment to release them. Just feel the different areas of your knees resting and relaxing. Almost as if the cartilage and the bony parts and the muscles that hold them together and the joints are supported by water. They're light. They're not holding your weight. They're almost floating as you let them go. Just let them go and float. And then we're moving upwards to the biggest, heaviest bones in the top of our legs and the biggest muscles, our quads, our hamstrings, all those muscles that do so much work to carry the rest of us around. Just feel them melting down, softening, relaxing. You feel a lot of tension in these muscles a lot of the time. But if you can just imagine that soft, tingling warmness that's spread all the way up into your thighs and your quads, around the backs of your legs, just keeping them warm and relaxing them, making them feel melted and soft and rested. And now think about your hands. Think about your fingers. And if you relax your hands so completely, your fingers will start to curl in very gently, very softly. Just let them soften and curl. From the tips of your fingers, feel where your nail bed is joining into your finger. Feel that as if you've dipped your hand into a warm bath. It's very soft, it's very light. And that lovely feeling is spreading up your fingers, and the bones are relaxing, and your fingers are curling in, and your palm is feeling warm and bright, and like you're holding a warm pebble. And your wrist is now softening. All those bones in your wrist, usually so busy, working, whether you're office work or housework or whatever it is you're doing, your fingers and your wrists need to rest. Just imagine that they're floating. Imagine that you can't even feel them anymore. And that lovely lightness will spread up your forearms, and the bones and the muscles and the nerves of your forearms will fall into relaxation, soften into warm quietude. Feel your elbows softening too. We don't see them, so we don't think about them, but think about your elbow now. Think about how the joint works. Think about how it needs to rest and soften. Let it go. Think about relaxing the muscles in your upper arms. You might do a lot of driving or carrying things or lifting things. Let those muscles in your upper arms be soft. Feel them warming and softening down. Rest them. And your shoulders. Feel the sockets in your shoulders resting, almost as if the bones themselves are breathing out. Now think about the bones you're sitting on, your sit bones and your pelvis. They're all banded round with muscles to help keep the rest of you upright, so they do a lot of hard work and they need a time to rest. Think about the ball and socket in your hips where your legs join, and relax. The heaviness is warm. The heaviness is relaxing. And that warmness is going to spread through your pelvis and into your spine, starting at the tiniest bone in your coccyx and moving up one vertebra at a time, up your spine, bringing warm, relaxing, softening feelings to all the tremendously numerous veins and muscles and fibers and all the things that go up your spine like wires. Let them go and relax. Let them rest. They have to carry messages up and down all day long from your brain. Give them some quiet, relaxing, restful time. And all that warm relaxation is spreading through all the organs held around your spine. All the stomach and liver and spleen, the kidneys, all the things inside you that you never give a thought to. Let them feel relaxed and softened without any tension or worry. Let it drift away. And as the warm, soft, relaxed feeling moves up your spine, it spreads out across your shoulder blades. Those shoulder blades melt down your back like folded wings on a bird or an angel, softening down and releasing themselves. And each vertebra is floating free of the one next to it. That gentle feeling moves up and up, and as your spine reaches your skull, the point at which it joins, you can rest that point. Let it go. Feel the weight of your skull. Feel the weight of your head. Feel the softness spread across your chest and your clavicles. Let it go. Let it fall. And that imaginary sunshine that's keeping you warm, feel it on the top of your head. It's almost a warm liquid, like a golden water running gently across your head, making your scalp relax, making your ears relax, making your jaw relax. And your tongue feels soft and floating and free. And your forehead is smooth and unfurrowed and rested. And your eyes are just soft and sitting in their sockets. Your whole face is calm and rested and warm and turned towards that sunshine. And your lips and your teeth are soft and rested. And as you breathe in, you feel full of light and warmth. And as you breathe out, you see the last of the stresses and the worries floating off. Tiny wisps of smoke on a breeze, and all that's left is the warmth and the sunshine and the new, fresh you, so that you can take this feeling and you can remember it and you can use it and feel it again and again. The resonating of these bells, you can feel it throughout you. Carry on and take this feeling with you and keep it in your mind.